If you ask your average person if he believes in God, he probably will tell you yes. But there's a very interesting verse in our portion that talks about when Abraham is giving the mission to his faithful servant Eliezer to go find a wife for his son Yitzchak. He makes him take an oath. And the verse tells us, and I quote, Avram tells Eliezer, I will bind you by an oath to God, God of heaven and God of the earth. In other words, that he should go there and find a wife, etc. Here he says the God is the God of heaven and the God of earth. Later on, when he's talking to Eliezer and he tells him a little bit about his background, he tells him that when I came to Israel 60 years earlier, he says over there, the God of heaven brought me to Israel. He doesn't mention the God was the God of the earth. And Rashi questions this, why is that? And he gives a very original, beautiful answer. He says that in the beginning, when I first began my mission, God was only the God of heaven. In other words, most people, they were ready to accept that there's a God, but he's relegated to heaven. He's upstairs. An abstract God has nothing to do with earth, nothing to do with my life. But he says now, 60 years later, that I'm working together with Sarah to teach the world about God, monotheism. I taught them that God is not only the God of heaven, but he's also the God of earth, meaning he's a personal God, he's an intimate God. But that's a difficult belief system because that demands of us. If he's a God of earth, meaning right here with me in my life, that means I have to commit myself to him. He has demands. It's a relationship. It's very easy to believe in the God of heaven. That was easy. But Avram said, as a Jew and as the chosen one from God, and for all of us Jews, which we have chosen, the children of Abraham, to bring the message of godliness to the world, it's not to teach the world that God is the God of heaven. That everyone believes. Our mission is to teach the world that God is the God of the earth, which means it demands of me, I have to be a mensch, I have to live according to Hashem's will. There's mitzvahs, he wants something from me in the morning, he wants something from me in the evening, he wants something from me on Sunday, he wants something from me on Monday. In the earthly life that we live, he demands, he wants a relationship with us. That was the great mission of Avram, and that was the great accomplishment of Avram and Sarah. And that's the great accomplishment of the Jewish people over the last 3,500 years. We brought to the world not the God of heaven. We brought to the world that God is the God of earth. He's here, the divine providence, nothing is random. He's very intimately involved in our life. And as such, we have to be involved in Hashem, in godliness. Demands from us, we have to be godly people, moral people, ethical people, spiritual people, to live a godly life, not only in our heavenly moments, but also in our very earthly moments. Shabbat Shalom and all the best.